Hmm. Let's take a male. Let's take a male person now. Let's go to Peter Obi Mobilizer Diaspora. You have 30 minutes if you're there, sir.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Well, for the sake of not being an individual, I will not be stating my name here. First of all, I want to thank Mr. David. I really don't know how to describe you, young man, but I believe that you are God sent. I've decided to carry the crucifix on your neck to make sure all that other followers of Jesus Christ are not persecuted on the Calvary too, just like the two thieves. I actually want to say thank you so much. This group is created for a purpose after a much deliberated meeting was held over the weekend. The meeting actually started on Thursday, Friday, and we ended it up this morning. So I was instructed to create this page. And the purpose of this page is for us to support, let me not use the word Peter Obi's foot soldiers. Permit me to use the word supporters back home. And we'll be rolling out some activities very soon, how we are going to be supporting them, but not the ones that are well to do. I know everybody is facing economic recession. In our meeting yesterday, it was so disheartening when we started hearing a lot of information. How somebody went back to Nigeria to visit his parents and he never returned back. And the story surrounding the whole situation, nobody can actually tell because he's no longer alive to tell what was going on. This guy actually traveled to Nigeria to settle down because he has belonged here in Germany and at the age of 55 or something. So he got to Nigeria, especially particularly Edo State, and they said the driver that picked him from the airport was a relative to him. And after 1 or 2 days, 2 days later, they couldn't. The family here in Germany was trying to reach him, and then he was not reachable. Then we started putting a call across because it belongs to a lot of association here. Then we decided to look for a way to contact his younger brother in Texas, and that one gave us an info that he was kidnapped. You know this, you should know the rest of the story. So when they check his phone, they found out that he's coming from this end, and he has a lot of international number on his phone. He started calling everybody, started billing everybody. So one of our guys decided to say, okay, if that is the case, we're going to team up to make sure we send somebody home to sort out this issue. And this person has not even been to Nigeria for a very long time. So we decided to advise him that is not the right thing to do. Get the Nigerian police and the army to handle the stuff and all those things, which we did. And at the end of the day, money was paid. A lot of ransom was paid. Me personally, I've had a lot of bad experience. 2019, 2020, 2021 too. I was in Nigeria. Where the bad experience began is the airport. On the immigration officers to other small agencies that are not even relevant to be existing in Nigeria. They want to search you. The first question they ask you, your papers are correct. They will ask you, you just came here. What do you have for us? They don't ask as if, they don't ask it in a very friendly manner. They ask it as if it's their right. Well, I do not blame them. I do not blame them. When the neck or when the head is bad, what do you expect from the other part of the body? Somebody said yesterday when I was in this program, he said change doesn't actually start from you as an individual. It starts from the top. And I totally agree with that. I don't want to waste our time. Mr. David, you said something concerning the Niger state and all those stuff concerning the Nigerians in diaspora for us to raise a bill if Nigerian diaspora can be allowed to be doing electronic voting whenever there is a general election like this. You are not far from the truth. You are right. I'll be inviting you very soon to a program We are planning something very massively in support of Peter Obi. I do not know Peter Obi from anywhere. I am telling you, I have decided to give 10% of my money out of my hard-earned money every month to make sure I support this cause. I do not pay tithe. I am a Christian. I am not paying tithe to any damn man of God. I settle my parents. I take care of my younger ones. Most of them are here. So the remaining 10% supposed to be given to church and only one man put in his pocket. I think I should invest it on Nigerians by taking and carrying Peter Obi's matter on my head. That one is on one side. Mr. David, like I said before, I'll be inviting you for a particular program. It's going to be happening here. And we need people like you. And I heard a lady yesterday spoke. I think she's a doctor. I think she's a doctor. I think Dr. Amina or something. I'm trying to search her up. I can't find her. If anybody have a contact, please, we are in desperately in need of it. How can somebody be so educated, have all these certificates, and somebody like a man who cannot raise his hand to even flip a paper aside want to become a president of a country where we have where we have the most educated people on the planet Earth? It is some shameful. Well, you guys don't know the force that is coming. You guys should just keep pushing, keep doing your work. Just keep doing your work. We are going to select the people that will tell you what is going to happen next. There is no time for winging. They won't have time to wing it. I am not allowed to go further more than that, but I just want to reassure you and reaffirm and reintegrate the position of the Nigerians in diaspora, especially in Germany, France, Austria, Italy, and Switzerland. This is the meeting we've had yesterday. In this particular zone, we are holding the meeting. I'm telling you, there is a big force coming. And when this big force land, they can't even thinking of rigging that election. Because when they do, it will be publicly televised. They don't know what is coming. This election cannot be hijacked. It is not Mr. Obi that is contesting. That is one thing I want people to know. It is the entire Nigerians that want the progress of Nigerian that is contested through Peter Obi. So he's not free. He's not interested in position. So we only thank him. We are thanking him for accepting to answer our SOS call. We are dying. We're in wilderness. So he's here. So we won't allow him to spend 1 naira on this cause. So this campaign is our campaign. This fight is our fight. We are taking this fight to a battleground where we will defeat anybody that comes our way. How are we going to do that? We have to be united. We have to be united. The youth have to be united. I keep saying it. We have to be united. We are the force. We are the force. It is what we tell our parents at home they do. I want to round up, I know. Yeah, I'm running up. I want every one of us to talk to our parents, especially most of us that our parents that are depending on. My parents don't have any pension. I am their pension. I am their gratuity. I am their monthly salary. So I told them, Daddy, you were in APC or you were in PDP. You were given a local government ward chairman or something. If you know you want to keep receiving something from me, your gratuity, your pension, your monthly salary, your allowance, you know the right thing to do. As I'm talking to you right now, my father is more than almost close to 92. I'm telling you, this man has already put on an agbada with Peter Obi. You should know what to do. They are intelligent, but we are more digitally intelligent. Please, I want to thank every one of you. We are not here to do it violently. We are educated. We are organized. We will tell them that we have gone far away. We have seen the way the white people are doing it, and we will replicate that in Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you. You guys should relent.
Thank you very, thank you very much, Peter. Mobilizing diaspora. Thank you very much, guys. Like I always say, if you are going to, everybody have different way of approach. Okay, if you are the Cool one win. I'm not asking you to go to the street and be violent, no. But if they give you violent, please give them violent for violent, because I keep reminding us this is the same thing that they tried to do in 2015, and they shut up the government, the ruling party then. I mean, and we saw what happened. We saw the mess that happened from 2015 to date. So please, guys, we've lost a lot. I was going through a tweet. I tweeted something, and someone told me, said, waking up to the news that 14 babies died at the incubator of the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, opt opt due to power outage. 9 months, a whole 9 months wasted because of a basic amenity. Our leaders are wicked, though. And also, another news reaching me says over 40 bakeries shut down in Abuja over cost of production, multi tax, and hike in electricity tariff, amongst others. 40 bakeries shut down. My God, people are losing businesses. People are losing millions upon millions of naira daily. We have lost a lot. It's time for us to wake up. Wake up. Let's take a lady. Let's take a lady. Let's take Deb. Deb, how are you? Deb, are you there? Okay, Deb is not there. Let us take Omosefe Diane. Omosefe Diane, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Would you mind giving me a few minutes? Please, can you take the next person? I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about that.
Okay, let's take a guy. Let's take Dr. Francis Obi. Dr. Francis Obi, how are you doing today?
I am doing so great, my brother Ogabisham.
Okay.
Thank you so much for giving us this platform. Seriously,
No problem. No
I've been
problem. You
waiting
have
for
the
this
floor.
since
You have the
yesterday.
floor. Go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Dr. Francis, and I'm a research fellow at UPS in India. I live in India basically, and I've not been back to Nigeria since 2019. So, talking about how the country has affected me since 2015, the story is long. Like it's very long, but what broke the horse's back is on June 2019. I lost my elder brother, and ever since then, I haven't even been able to visit home. Like to see the corpse, to see the grave, to see where he was buried. I can't even like put myself together to be in Nigeria, because this is something that can would have been like easily resolved if we had a simple functional hospital. And I see people talking about PDP and talking about Atiku and though we said we shouldn't mention name, but I live in Delta State. I stay in Abo, and my mom is from Delta, but my dad is from Imo State. So basically, I've been in Delta all my life. And Okowa, who happened to be our governor, who happened to be the vice presidential candidate of the PDP right now, can you imagine in the whole of FMC, Federal Medical Center in Asaba, in the whole of the state hospitals in Asaba, there was no CT scan, no CT scan. Like there was no scan because he had this accident, and it was requiring some scan test, and there was no CT scan. He couldn't do it, so the surgeons could not even tell if he should go for an operation or not. And in the process of that, we said, okay, so we had to travel all the way to Edo State to UBTH to do that in Benin City. And the stress, for someone who had who just experienced an accident, going, traveling 2 hours to Benin with the bad road and the everything, after struggling to get the ambulance, and then coming back again from Benin to Asaba. So on getting to Asaba, the stress was too much with the whole negligence of the doctors. They were just do this, do that. Basically, there was nothing really they asked for we couldn't do. There was nothing they asked for we didn't do. There was no amount they say we should pay we didn't pay, because the money was not the problem. The money was there. But these guys, they could not even do their job. And the worst thing is, nobody's holding these guys accountable. Our politicians, nobody's holding them accountable. Why? Because they are all thinking like, oh, okay, if I talk about this person I put there, this one might not support me for my second term. They are all about winning elections. This Tunubu article, they are all about winning elections, because the truth about it is, talking about 2015, you cannot tell me that Tunubu, with all his education, did not know that Buhari is going to mess up. You can't tell me that. It's not possible. This is very obvious. And you can't tell me that Atiko didn't know. They knew this guy is going to mess up, but they chose to play with the lives of Nigerians. They chose to go for power instead of putting somebody who is competent. They had Fashola to give us, they had Ribadu to give us, but they chose Buhari. Why? So it's a terrible thing happening in Nigeria. Right now, I'm in India. I'm married. I stay here with my family. I've not been back to Nigeria since 2019, and I don't plan to. I don't plan to. The situation right now, even the project going on, I just want to imagine just buying material. You have not even gotten to zinking level. You are buying down the materials, because you know by the time you get there, these things are going to be adding 50,000, 100,000, and all that. So you have to just buy everything, so you would not give yourself the stress of all those things. And this is what's happening. Everyday inflation in Nigeria. So seriously, it's a terrible situation. I really thank Oga Bishop. I really thank you for giving us this platform. David and Paz, you guys are doing a great job here. You guys are doing a very great job.
Thank you, Doctor.
Hello.
It was David who gave us this platform, and I am a nobody. Uh, David doesn't like me. People saying they're a nobody. David will always say nobody's a nobody. Yeah, but I mean, I just thank him for trusting us with this space for close to 24 hours now. In 2 hours, this space will be 24 hours running
Yeah, I think in
plus.
2 hours we should actually use it because 24 hours is a bit much. So
You said?
I think in 2 hours we should actually close because 24 hours is a bit much. To be fair, you've really tried.
Okay, because left for me, I'm ready to go another one day because I want everybody to speak, but it's fine. It's fine. Um, okay, let us do. All right, let's go. Ama Udofia. Ama Udofia is a journalist, culture journalist. Ama Udofia, how are you doing today, sir? Ama Udofia.
Sorry, I must have requested by mistake. Sorry, I'm going back to the audience.
I will never let you go unless you bless us with at least one minute. You are here already, so Ama. Okay, all right, no problems, Ama. You can go. Let us do Royal. No, Ekema. Ekema, how are you?
Hello, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ekema. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm fine. Good afternoon, everyone. And
Good
it's not
afternoon.
Ekema, it's Ekama.
Ekama. Ekama. Abadi.
Yeah, okay. I'm from Akwa Ibom. I
You
currently
see,
reside.
I got that right. So, Ekema, please try not to make us cry because your voice is already flowing with passion. So, please, you have 3 minutes.
All right, so I'll try to streamline it to like three topics. And the first will be one, insecurity. What has Nigeria done to me since 2015? Insecurity. Well, Nigeria made me a young widow. I don't want to go into the details, but the insecurity got to me personal. I lost my spouse because of Nigeria. The next one, I don't want to go into the insecurity part so I don't become emotional. The next one is the brain drain. I'm a lecturer in one of the South University, and I've been opportune to leave this country to study outside for my MSc. That was when I met Peter Obi. And that was when I formed my opinion about him. It's not even now, it's been a far gone thing. Um, I came back home Okay, before I left the country, I was amongst the brains of the department, the faculty. I had a lot of scholarship and all that. When I left the country, I'm passionate about Nigeria. I'm loyal to Nigeria. When I left the country, all my mindset was to come back home and help to build Nigeria. Trust me, if Nigeria was what it is today, I wouldn't have returned back home. I and about like 6 of my friends that went over to UK on scholarship. We all came back to build Nigeria. Now as I'm talking to you, in about 10 of us that had that opportunity, 6 have left this country. The fifth one told me last week, and it really disturbed me because she made a comment. She said to me, Eka, what are you still doing here? You have lost your spouse, you don't have a child, Nigeria is messed up, we're in strike, no money, you're barely surviving. What are you doing here? Let us chat back together. And I said to her, if we all jackba, who repairs the home front? She now said, well, I'll be over there while you repair the home front. And I said to myself, am I really doing the right thing? Should I leave? What if I leave? Who repairs the home front? Even if I leave, do I take my whole village with me? I was still like thinking, okay, maybe not. Then I now finally met a sixth person. This one is a medical doctor in the Nigerian army. He's in the ranks of major. He now told me in confidence that they sent him outside on international something in Sudan. I pray he's not listening so that he will know I'm the one. He now said that once he's done with that thing, he's leaving Nigeria. And I turned and looked at him. You that are in the army, you want to leave Nigeria. Who will now defend Nigeria? He said, my dear, I have tried. Anyone that said I've not yet tried should go and continue where I stopped. So that's my own second problem with Nigeria. We are suffering brain drain. Trust me. Those 5 of my friends that have left academically, research-wise, are very good. And I don't want to imagine what the students will meet after ASU strike. Then the third angle I want to come from. I've been surviving because my family business, my family is into this buying and selling of retail goods. They buy things in wholesale and retail. So I have opportunity to commune with the big companies like NBC, Guinness, and all that. Every quarter of the year, what companies now use to greet distributors and retailers is price increment. As of 2 days ago, Coca-Cola sent in a new price list. All the goods we are selling, they have topped money again. Guinness, everything is just increasing. The diesel you cannot buy. The businesses are dying off. You are working. You are not. Security is to pay your workers problem. My dear, like I told a friend, I've always been voting. I've always voted since I was 18 years. That's my happiness. Even the last election, I articulated boldly on Facebook. And I articulated because of Obi. I have to be sincere. Because I know him even before this time. And I told somebody in confidence that if it's between PDP and APC, I will sleep in my house on that day. I'm not voting. I'm tired. But immediately Obi came out. I just said to myself, Eka, just give this thing one more try. They say we're wasting our votes. No problem. Let's waste it. But God will make the impossible possible. I have to be sincere. If my wish and my prayer doesn't come to pass, I will certainly leave this country. So that's just all I have to say. Thank you all for the ground. Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I think Bishop dropped off. Let me just add him back as a co-host. In the meantime, who was supposed to go next?
Sorry
Okay.
guys, I'm back. Okay,
Okay.
let's have a guy. Let's have Modest. Modest Sam, how are you doing? Modest Sam, are you there? Okay, Modest Sam is unavailable at the moment. We'll try again later. Let's go to let's go to Ugo Smart before Dr. Man. Ugo Smart, how are you doing? Ugo Smart. Please, guys, if you request the mic, make sure you're ready to speak. If you are not ready to speak, don't request the mic so that others who requested can speak. Thank you very much. Let's go to Dr. Madu. Dr. Madu, how are you doing today? Dr. Madu, how are you doing?
Right. I
All
think
right.
Uncle Jake.
Good afternoon.
Okay, Dr. Madu.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, boy, I think you're using some sort of earpiece or something. Can you disconnect that?
No, I'm not using earpiece.
Okay, kindly speak louder so we can hear you, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me. Actually, I've been here since yesterday. I joined this space since 7 p.m. I've been actually requesting to speak, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a glitch or something like that. I was not recognized. So today I woke up and then came back from workout and I still saw that the space was still running. I said, okay, let me join again and see if I will make a little contribution. So on the topic of what have you lost since 2015? I mean, it's a very, very big question and we've lost so much. Personally, I've lost a lot. And not just me, I've seen people, I've seen my relative, I've seen patients where I work. I've seen several things and I cried. Just like last year, around it was May 30th May or 31st May last year. Um, where I work, it was on a Sunday. Then I got a call. I was supposed to be on call that there was a emergency. That they brought some people casualty, mass casualty. I thought it was a joke. It was around 2 p.m. Just came back. So I quickly dressed up. I have not even, I didn't take my lunch and or anything like that. Just rushed to accident and emergency. Only to get in there, saw plenty people around, over 100 of them were brought seriously injured. And then what happened was Fulani herdsmen that attacked a full village, then slaughtered many people. So some of them that were still alive, they brought them, and the things I saw that day, I wish nobody would ever witness such. Man, I really cried because I mean the situation is so bad that nobody would do anything to those people. They know they have the support and that they have the backings. They can just cause mayhem anyhow and go freely and nothing will happen. Another day they wake up and face another community. Things are too bad that even in my own town, my people they can't even go to farm again. Nobody can go to farm. The time our youth try to face these people, the soldiers came and arrested over 76 of them. Just under 24 hours, they were taken to court, convicted, and were taken to prison. In fact, it took the intervention of so many lawyers and even the Enugu state governor to even, they stayed there 2 weeks or 3 weeks with serious punishment. They said those soldiers flog them every morning for doing nothing, just for trying to stop Fulani herdsmen from raping women and destroying crops. So, I mean, if people are not seeing this thing and some people are still talking about bats and all these things. I mean, it pains me. My heart bleeds. There is no work. People are not working. And then, I mean, the most annoying part is that, I've been listening and I saw people talking about medical negligence and all that. I mean, it's serious. I work in a hospital facility. I know how bad things are. Sometimes, I mean, those doctors and nurses, it's not like they don't want to do their work. They are incapacitated. They are handicapped. They cannot help it. You bring a patient to accident and emergency, they will tell you there is no bed, there is no space. And actually, there is no bed, there is no space. They cannot work. It's because the people at the helm of our politicians and our leaders, they don't even care. They don't receive their treatments here. They don't care about how the hospital runs. And that is the same reason why ASU is still on strike up to this point, because their children don't even go to school in this country. So they care less about us, the common men, and having a president who didn't even go to school. I mean, what do you want to tell him about ASU? What concerns him? Did he attend any university? What concerns him? He has no idea what it takes to run a school. He has no idea. Even when you are bringing your budget, he looks at it as being outrageous and too exorbitant that the country cannot do. He will prefer to use that to get, his own cow and empower those. I don't know, but let me not go there. So it been that bad. Been that bad. There are so many things to talk about, but I don't know. My heart bleeds. I mean, we need to sensitize people. We need to really talk to people. I still talk to
Thank you
some
very
people.
much.
Oh, okay,
Thank
my
you.
time is up.
Yeah, because we're going to end the space very soon.
Okay, okay,
So we
all
want to
right.
give enough people time to talk.
All right, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Mado.